On the spot news media, we got the latest news. We don't care about the views, we just representing right. Put local news internationally every night. On the spot, wave that Jamaican flag from left to right. Let's get it right, y'all know the type. We ain't dealing with the hype. We make it take flight.
Yeah, man, my viewers and subscribers, what go on. A blessed and wonderful Friday evening to each and every person out there tuning in to On The Spot News Media. Now, my peeps, I don't know how we do it over on this side. So we have a few stories to share with you, the regular members of Chan Public and also members of the diaspora. So please, like the video, share the video, watch the entire vlog so you can get a full understanding and a better appreciation of everything we are going in a Jamaica. So watch this now, my peeps. We're going to kick it off this evening, yeah, by saying these few words from the mouth of the Commissioner of Police. If you don't come to us, we will come for you. Yeah, man. That's the word from the Commissioner of Police, Dr. Kevin Blake, in a stark warning to the knackies and clappies them out there, all criminal elements out there who are named as wanted by the police. Commissioner Blake issued a video message in which he sought to make the police position very clear. So once you're not turning yourself to the police, Officer Yeman Pick and team will be deployed to come and get you. So we're going to hear from the Commissioner of Police as he issues this stern warning to everyone deemed wanted by the police. Listen.
Today, I'm addressing a serious and urgent matter that affects the safety and well-being of our society. There are individuals among us who have chosen to engage in activities that disrupt the peace, cause harm, and instill fear in our communities. To these perpetrators of crime and violence, let me be clear. Your actions will not be tolerated. The security forces are mobilized and we will be out in full force, taking decisive action to bring you to justice. We will not stand by while you wreak havoc and create mayhem. We have identified several individuals as wanted for criminal offenses. Additionally, we have published a list of persons of interest who we believe can assist us in our ongoing investigations. To those individuals, we urge you to make the process easier by reporting to a police facility. You may be accompanied by an attorney, a justice of the peace, a member of the clergy, or even a friend. However, understand this. If you do not come to us, we will come for you. It is our intention to ensure that each one of you stands before the court to answer for your actions. This is not a matter to take lightly. The safety and security of our citizens are paramount, and we will maintain order and uphold the law. To the law-abiding citizens, we ask for your continued support and cooperation. Together, we can build a safer and more secure Jamaica. Thank you.
Now we're going to talk about a top-level probe that was launched after Canadian visitors was handcuffed by a cop in St. Ann. Now the police high command, that's the JCF, has ordered a top-level investigation into an incident which 2 Canadian visitors to the island were handcuffed and locked into a room by a member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force during a dispute 2 weeks ago. Now the Canadian High Command is also monitoring the investigation. So On The Spot News Media was informed that the Independent Commission of Investigation, INDICOM, along with the St. Ann Police, commenced an investigation into the incident which occurred on Sunday, May 12 at a property in Great Pond, St. Ann. Now it is reported that 2 Canadian women were staying at the property when they got into a physical and verbal dispute with a waitress and a supervisor. It is said that the women refused to pay for their meals after complaining about the service. It is understood that a detective sergeant who was on the property intervened in the dispute, It is alleged that he placed the women in handcuffs and locked them into a section of the property. So he basically locked them into a room in a section of the property after they insisted that they would not pay their bill. It is said that they were eventually released after they agreed to pay their bill. Now, the visitors then reported the matter to the Canadian High Commission and the St. Anne Police. They also submitted videos of being handcuffed and locked up on the property by the policeman. The videos have been turned over to the investigators. Now, if these women were behaving in an uncontrollable manner, that is what the handcuffs are for, to subdue the person until them calm down. We all know how some of these visitors are. When them come to our country, them behave like say how things are in their country is the same way it's supposed to be in our country, which it is definitely not so. In their country, you can go to a restaurant, you complain, and them allow you not to pay for your meal if they so desire. In our country, it no works so. So because you got bad service, not because the food was bad enough, the service, probably the food late, or the waitress never deal with the thing a certain type of way as how they would have wished, they decided to behave boisterous and not pay for their meals. And the police came to the aid of the waitress and the supervisor and subdued them by putting on a handcuff until them calm down. Then them decide to pay for the meal. Then they were released. What the police should have done still, him should have arrest and charge them right there and then. Then them wouldn't have nothing at all for tax. But these things often happen, and we need to speak about these things. There is no way we can go to Canada and behave a certain way with their police. We will be thrown on the ground and handcuffed from behind, and we have to stay there on the ground. So once you come into our country, break the rules and laws that govern our country, you will be subdued. So until the evidence is put forward and we can clearly see what exactly took place, as for now, me side with the policeman. Yeah, man. So anyway, me go looking at the comment section to hear what especially our Canadian nationals have to say about this. Anyway, make we move on. Now we are going to talk about an incident that took place in 2018, but the case basically just finished. What do you hear? So the case involved this former lieutenant, a former physiotherapist identified as Kyodia Burnett, presently on your screen, where he took the life of his wife by inflicting several stab wounds to her body. She has since been identified as attorney at law Nadrika Burnett. Now this took place in December of 2018. Now he was charged with the loss of life of his wife. He pleaded guilty to a lesser charge of manslaughter on the basis of diminished responsibility when his trial began in February. Now for those who don't understand what is diminished responsibility, his lawyer filed a slew of evidence, a slew of medical psychiatry report was entered into evidence during the trial, indicated that Kyodia Burnett was first diagnosed with mental illness as far back as 2008, the same year he got married to his wife, and that he continued to decline thereafter. Now my question is, he was still a part of the JDF when he was diagnosed with mental illness. Why wasn't something done there and then? Why did it had to escalate into where he took his wife's life before people actually took it serious. Jacqueline Samuels Brown, King's Counsel, the attorney for the 41-year-old male, in addressing the trial judge, the lawyer stated that her client was first diagnosed with generalized anxiety depression back in 2008. She also stated that his condition deteriorated, leading him to being diagnosed with major depressive disorder with anxious distress back in January 2018. Now it is said that he took the life of his wife on the 13th of January 2018. Now when we have them clean clothes madman here, in a government worker walk up and down in a uniform, the powers that be also need to take a bit of the blame, because this was a known issue with the man. If he had gotten the much needed help, the life of his wife probably could have been saved. So we have to take them thing here into consideration. Once you see the signs, you don't have to deal with the problem there and then before it escalates and somebody end up lose them 3 points. Rather unfortunate, because the people them gal picnic gone a shut eye country land, never to return, and all he got was a slap on the wrist, 5 years in prison. Really unfair, but I guess it is what it is, says the law. Now the last thing that we are going to talk about is this little youth here on your screen, identified as Eric Groves, 2 years old. He was reported missing last Thursday. But guess what? Some good news. He was found. Yeah, man. And he's presently back home with his family. But what is bizarre about this, my peeps, I bet none of you don't guess which part them find. The juvenile. The juvenile was found locked inside of a wholesale in the busy commercial district downtown within hours after the report was made to the police. Now the report stated that they found the toddler fast asleep inside the wholesale. His mother stated that she's indeed thankful for everyone for their concern and for helping her to search for her son, and she's happy to share that he is home and safe. However, despite her son Eric being found, his image is still being circulated on social media as missing. Now she just wants to clear the air that he is no longer missing. He was found and he is now safe and sound with his family. Boy, may I tell you, the thing not too rough with that one here. I was glad for that. She explained that her son was accidentally locked inside the wholesale near their home. The mother pointed out that on the day of the report, when the report was filed, the owner was locking up the store sometime around 4 p.m. And it is said that young Eric was inside just playing and having a jolly good time, but he was placed outside of the wholesale. The mother said that he must have gone back into the wholesale, and when everyone was looking for him, the place was locked up and the owner gone. Now, after the missing person report was filed to the police, the owner of the wholesale was contacted and asked to reopen the store. The owner, of course, complied, left all the way from Portmore, come open back the store, and the juvenile was found fast asleep sometime around 7:25 p.m. So we're most definitely glad for the outcome here, because many a times when the little juvenile them go missing, literally never find them ever again. Yeah, man. So anyway, my peeps, remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned to On The Spot News Media as I continue to bring you fresh news and updates in subsequent newscast. On The Spot News Media. Yeah, man.